Was everyone was everyone able to complete their bell work? Okay, and in your binders, the very first page underneath the red tab, that's going to be your self-assessment. That's not something that we're going to collect. That's something that you're going to take with you. That is just for your purposes only. And everything else in the red tab, we're going to be going through today with you, and you get to take everything back with you so that when you go back to your classroom, you have the information right there for you. Okay. All right, so we will get started. Okay, so before we start, it's always good to get to know each other. So we're going to have a chance to get to know each other a little bit, and Catherine and I will introduce ourselves so that you will get to know us a little bit. So our first part is going to be our introduction, so we will introduce each other. So my name is Lauren Fife. I taught elementary school for 15 years in Seminole County, and now I'm a digital learning specialist for the county. I did teach 2nd and 3rd grade, however, but have dealings with all children, K through 5. I am from Philadelphia area. I went to Westchester University, which is outside of Philadelphia. One thing that makes me unique, my birthday is November 13th, and I was actually born on Friday the 13th, which is why I think I'm super special today. So something a little unique about myself. I will turn this over to Catherine. So she can share her.
Well, my birthday's September 11th, so we just won't talk about that. But my name is Catherine Dixon, and I work with Lauren in the Department of Teaching and Learning. The grades that I have taught, middle school, a little dabble, and then mostly 9 through 12. 9th and 10th being my favorite years. 10th probably more so because, you know, they're doing naughty things, then you can make sure and say, I'm going to tell your mom and you can't drive. So that was nice. And then my subject area was ELA. So I was an English teacher, high school English teacher. The college I graduated from, Go Knights, UCF. I'm from Alabama, but I did finish at UCF. And then one thing that makes me unique, I have no idea. I'd probably ask my husband. No, but I can tell you one thing that's pretty cool. Can I share? Okay, so she is awesome and amazing, and we keep saying, you know what? Oh my gosh, I do that. We both drive Jeeps. We both do this, and it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, if you guys are familiar with that, and we keep discovering all these things we have in common. So I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to pass it back over to you.
So we're going to give you guys a chance to introduce yourselves within your teams, but before we do that, we're going to introduce a strategy to get your attention back so that when we're finished and ready to move on, we will have your attention back. So it's going to be pretty simple. In elementary, you may have some more fun and unique ways of getting attention, but for our purposes, we're going to do a high five. So it looks like this. I say high five, and then what do you guys think you would do? Just hold your hand up. Okay, in the last classes we have taught this session during some trainings for current employees, we had a goal of 3 seconds of being able to do that. So I think we can do it. So if ever you hear us say high five, just put your hand up, and then we'll stop conversation so that we can move on to what we're going to do next. Is everyone okay with that? Okay, so we're going to give you about 3 minutes to do this now in your groups. So you'll do exactly what Catherine and I did in the groups that you are sitting in now. Okay, so we'll give you 3 minutes, and if you ever notice me looking at my watch, I'm not looking at, oh my gosh, it's only 12:14. I have a timer on my watch, so it's great for giving specific amounts of time. So if I say 3 minutes, I can set it for exactly 3 minutes, so I'm mindful of your time as well. Okay? All right, so your 3 minutes is beginning now. That's awesome. For all of us, that's right. I do have a theme. That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to play the similarities game here. So you are going to find 6 things that you have in common with other people at your table. And this game, the directions are actually going to be in your packets. So if you refer to your binder, it's the very next page. And a lot of the protocols and activities that we are doing, you will find in your binders. So if you have any questions after class or later on when you start in your classrooms, you can always refer back to these. So for our similarities game, thank you, Vanna, we are going to find 6 things that you have in common with people at your table. They cannot be physical things. It can't be we have blue eyes or we have blonde hair or we are all female or we are teachers, okay, because we all are those things. So we're going to try to find things that are a little bit deeper in your groups. You have Post-it notes. Feel free to use those to jot them down. You will be timed. You will have 3 minutes. There will be a winner.
So it has to be something that all 4 of us have
Yes,
the same?
all 4 of you. That's why this group over here has a slight advantage. We may have you guys come up with like 8. Yes, love it, love it. Let's go with 10, that magic number 10. So you will have 3 minutes. When you are finished, in order for us to know that you are finished first, you're just going to put your hands on your head. And then Catherine and I can easily say, oh, this group was the first. Second. We're going to play through 1, 2, 3, 4 places, and the winner does get a prize. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. So you're going to have your 3 minutes. Your 3 minutes starts right now.
The 8th? Oh, I thought you meant day of the week.
Oh, I think we have a winner. Second place back here. Going for second place. Okay, second place. Third place. 3.5. The 2. All right, we'll let you slide. Okay, so we're gonna have you guys now. Our winners right here. You guys are super lucky today because you're gonna get to share your similarities with the rest of us. That is what you get.
Fantastic.
So if you wouldn't mind, one of you or a couple just kind of sharing out what you learned about each other.
Okay.
We all love tacos. We have all been out of the country. We all grew up with pets. Our favorite holiday is Christmas. We have all visited New York, and we've all had braces.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Awesome. Can anyone think of how you might use this activity or strategy with your students in your class? Yes, first week of school as what? What would you do the first week?
Like a get-to-know-you activity.
Okay, like a get-to-know-you activity. Great. Anybody else think of other ways?
We used to do like similarities and differences, so be able to start with that. How are we the same? How are we different?
Okay, good. How are we the same? How are we different?
I would say probably centers, a scavenger hunt, for example. That would be a great way for the kids to kind of get to know each other that way also with the worksheet.
Great. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
If you're looking at attributes of something, like if you're as a learning opportunity,
Right.
talking about attributes, and they could come up with 6 attributes of whatever.
Absolutely. Getting into your subject areas. Great. Awesome. Thank you guys for participating, and hopefully you can use this with your students as well. Okay, so we're going to move on.
We said respect one another.
Okay, so a little check.
Optimistic.
Great.
And then be optimistic.
Optimistic. Okay, and our last group?
We said have honest and open discussion with one
Okay.
another, and then be respectful.
Awesome. We'll give you a check for that one. Open, and then be respectful.